It's the fastest track in the country and it's the best races of the year. Yes, I am biased, and welcome to the Thruxton video. Up first, your Snetterton review. It was Snetterton. Don't like the track, but the racing was good. Unfortunately, it was all dry by the time we got to any meaningful sessions, so there was no weather to play a part, but yeah, that was Snetterton. Camish pole, Camish race 1 win, but then he went over and gave it to his teammate Daniel Rowbottom to take race 2, and race 3 was won by Mikey Doble, which was his first ever overall win, and everyone liked that. So as Snetterton video didn't have one, I guess it's time for a prediction update for you, and I'm still not doing very well. So much so that I forgot to make any independent predictions for Snetterton, which means that's going to be an 0 for 3 on independents because, you know, I can't prove what I would have said. Other than that, I got 2 independent victories right at Brands and nothing else because I did not see that BMW dominance coming. And I'm going to segue out of that disaster class into another because I'm moving straight onto the predictions so I can get on to driving my favourite track in the world. So pole at Thruxton. Ash Sutton. He has the lap record for the race, which he got last year. His teammate Camish does have the qualifying lap record, but that was set 5 years ago now, 2020. So yeah, I'm gonna back Sutton for pole. And I think that means it's pretty safe to say that he's going to win race 1. I don't see any reason why pole sitter isn't going to win. So Ash Sutton for race 1. The independents could be interesting, and I'm going back to a well that has not given me any water in a while, but Thruxton has been historically good for Honda and historically good for Josh Cook. So I'm hoping finally the comeback of One Motorsport that I've been predicting since the start of the season, or before the start of the season, will finally come to fruition. And yeah, I'm going for Josh Cook for the independent win in race 1. Race 2, overall win. Why not go all in? Josh Cook. I'm committed to the bit now. So therefore the independent win, also Josh Cook. And race 3, it's a toss-up between 2 people in my mind. I'm thinking, well, 2 teams. I think it's going to be one of the lower down in the championship, Napa, or lower down in the championship, Virtue. So I think we're looking at, you know, Chilton, Morgan, possibly Camish, but I'm going to go Rowbottom for the race 3 win. And the independents, I'm going to go, I mean, it's between Smiley, Doble and Cook, I think. Again, it has been all season, really, I think. But yeah, I'm going to go Mikey Doble. I think he's going to keep that momentum from Snet. So the disaster class over and master class begin. Well, not quite, it's me, it can't be that good. But we are going to move on to RF2 and have a look at Thruxton, the 2.37 mile track around a still active airfield, which makes a change. Usually they're abandoned airfields. But yeah, let's get on with it. And thanks to Jimmy Coupe, we now have 2025 liveries to work with. So more cars on the grid, which means I'm going to be starting even further back than normal. And yeah, I haven't actually made up my mind what car I'm going to pick yet. So you're going to find out with me.
I picked the Honda because it's back again and Honda domination, and I need all the help I can get. I've picked Stephen Jelly because he's lovely, he's amazing with me, you know, his whole family is, they're all just brilliant. I love Stephen Jelly and I want to get him another win, so yeah, that's what we're going to do. We will be probably running the medium tyre because I can't set all the AI to have the hards without, you know, fiddling about for hours, and anyway, yeah, we're running with the settings we've got, so let's get into it.
Here we go then. Starting 25th, Ronan Pearson is our first target. Should have him pretty easily. Who's on pole? Dan Rowbottom, Chris Smiley. Look for Ada Moffat to be up the front pretty early.
Locking enabled.
Gauge first. Can't see the lights. We're just about maybe get away. That's a great start by me. Not so much for Jake Hill. He had an absolute shocker. Look how much time he's lost to everyone there. I don't think it was even that good a start finish. Jake just really messed that up. So the reigning champ will be last if we go for turn 1. Brennan Pearson is still our target next. Max Hall backwards. Max Hall is backwards across the track. I'm not sure what happened there, but he collected Ash Sutton, who has carried on. He's probably got severe front end damage. We're going to overtake Max Hall's teammate Dexter Patterson here. What a chaotic start already. That was before we even got to the complex. That was really off the track through the left-hander. I've been squeezed a bit between Mikey Doble and Dan Lloyd. Can we get past the serial YouTube vlogger? Yes, we can. Just about. Sam Osborne now goes very defensive on us. We're going to be forced to the outside for Church. That's not ideal. I'm going to try and pin it around the outside if I can, which I have. It's got a fair bit of understeer. I've had to break a little bit there. It's going to allow Robot to come back at us. Creasy's had an absolute nightmare so far. So we're going to pull alongside him as well. We're 3 wide going into the club chicane. Last time I attempted that was in the Hyundai Coupe Cup round here in real life, and yeah, that's pretty much how it went. It was carnage. We didn't try it all the way through the chicane though, because I wasn't brave enough. Brakes. Peterson now getting back up the inside of this. I've kind of missed the gear shift there a little bit. We're going to try and hold it around the outside of Allard. That's great. We've just about made it stick. A lot of understeer. Adam Morgan, Sam Osborne side by side. Who's going to get the better on the brakes? Neither of them really. Maybe Adam Morgan slightly. Sam Osborne's kind of checked this up a little bit. That's luck. Dexter Patson's and have a look, but he's 3 wide with Doble and Patterson. We're still side by side with Sam Osborne here. Hopefully we'll get the move done around the outside of Millwall, which wouldn't really work very well in real life. But on the sim, well, with a little contact help, I definitely closed the door a bit too early on him there, but we made it work. Down into 5th because of the understeer here, but a lovely run out of the corner, straight up behind Adam Morgan, down to the inside, lovely move, across the front of him, so we get a nice turn in for Church, keep it pinned on the inside, over the outside curve, that's track limit, gonna get a warning for that then, there we go. Now, who's our next target? Oh, it's the returning Nick Housestead. Good to see him back and smiling as normal, but there was a Snetterton from all the clips I've seen. I'm going to try and make dampen his smile a bit here at Thruxton. Oh, that's off for Allard. That is a lot of understeer. He kept it semi, and I wouldn't say it's definitely on throttle, but not humping. But Housestead's made up 2 positions there. He's looking for a third on Dorlin here as we what is that? It's Shedden. It's Shedden. I saw the white and got a bit confused, but it's only on the back end. Oh, Shedden has shut the door on Nick Housestead. Nick Housted's dreams have been crushed. Oh, he's still going to fight us though. It's not gone well for him though, because we just doored him and so Dexter Patterson. So he's gone from being up 2, maybe 3 to down. So that's unfortunate. Right, 2. I can't count. But I can overtake Tom Chips and James Gould. So there we go. Through Church, made a couple of positions. We're bringing Dexter Patterson with us here, who is being bomb drafted. That's entertaining. Very entertaining. Patterson makes the move stick, I believe, there. That's not a bad line through the quad chicane, I don't think. Not really sure, really. I'm just trying to keep the car on the road because that seems to be a difficulty for me around here. But the Honda does seem to be pretty quick and perfect. We are up to 12th position. We're only the beneficiary of one accident, the tall one on lap 1. Oh, that is a big cut there. That's a hefty. Thank you very much. Didn't really need to do that there. That was a big deal. There we are. Up through Nova we go. That one and like a good Church. Oh my word, I've fired it over the curve at Church. I think I never get out there. That's right off the track. Still on the tail of Gordon. He's now chasing Tom Ingram down. One of the beamers is looking to make a move of some kind. Not really sure what's happening out there. Oh, it's Nick Hamilton, and I'm not sure who the beamer is. It's one of the LKG car parts WSR cars, but I'm not sure which one. Alongside Shed, who's becoming into Hallard. Can we make this move stick? Despite the understeer, we're going to lean in a little bit. We have just about got it done, maybe. Oh, that's a bit of contact. That's a hell of a save, if I do say so myself. He's still there, unfortunately. Around the outside of the second part. Yep, I made that work. Dexter Patson's looking still trying to follow us. I think he'll follow us all the way to the podium if we get there. He's putting in a hell of a performance. Now we're on the tail of Tom Ingram, who has been held a little bit up by the council. Definitely seems to be a little bit of a... Oh no. Now Josh Cook's got completely sideways there, and that's checked everyone up a little bit. Oh, Nick Hamilton's going for a move on him now. That brain. Oh my god, that is a massive check out. I don't know how that would be there, but right, okay. Just take a moment to gather my breath because nearly went in the back of Tom Ingram. I'm not going to make that 3 wide. That's a dumb idea. I am going to get in the back of Tom Ingram though, firing into Josh Cook nearly. They're still side by side. I've got in the back of my teammate. That's all one broken. But now a 3 wide. I'm backing out at level. Not into well, not with the amount of understeer I currently have. What is that check-up? I've just gone straight in the back of Ingram, and Halstead has just gone straight in the back of us. My Honda Civic is now considerably shorter than it was. I've gone for a lungy move on Ingram. Cookie's helped me there by parking it on the apex, and Gordon Shelley's giving me a nice shove in the back to make it fast. And there we go, we are up to the top 10. And we're now following our teammate. So we'll see what Cookie can do to try and drag us forward a little bit. Maybe we'll drag him forward. We'll have to wait and see. He's got a little bit sideways again, so have I, to be fair. That was definitely opposite block. A little bit of a slide on. That's very close to the edge of the track. Had to get out of the throttle there. I don't really want to go for an overtake through Church, but we might have to. He's defending through Church. What on earth is he doing? Josh, mate, we've got some people to catch here, buddy. There's no need to be defending from your teammate. I'm going to give him a flash of the lights for that one. That wasn't very bad, I'd say. I know you might think you're the number 1 driver right now, but we've got a race to go with. So if you could kindly move on out of the way before I get punted by Tom Ingram, that would be lovely. Thanks very much. Right. That wasn't my best watch again, I have to admit. Round to complete another lap. Into that we go. Using a bit of the curve to try and get a bit of rotation. Didn't work too well, but just enough. Little touch of the grass, but it's okay because we're in front of the third car. Try and break in the straight line for the contact. We've locked it up big time. We've gone deep. Tingman's gone to the inside, but that's okay because we're just going to cut that whole track, so it doesn't really matter. I've now held him up massively. Gordon Shelley's just ripping on the outside. That's an impressive move. Nick Halstead is attempting to go with. Oh no, he's got James Dorgan in between him, I think. Crikey, there are Toyotas everywhere. I don't know where to look. I'm on the grass again. I've just about got it stopped. Oh, the grass came up quick there. That was very scary. Oh no, it's Dexter Patterson. He really is hot. Right, let's try and actually get Church right for us. That'll do. Speed through there is incredible. Into the past, it is absolutely good. Hopping, bouncing, you see it's heading as well. It is incredible. What is not incredible is my braking there. That was atrocious. And that was a big hit in my guts. No apparent. Thank you very much, game. I deserve that. I am in a sticky situation. You will be stuck in 10th pit. This is not doing my home track justice. I am very disappointed with myself to be honest. We are going to do our best to recover a little bit of our dignity in the last few laps. I don't know how many are left. It can't be that many now. That's the grass coming off quick. That's very much the grass. Let's get well up. But Nick Halstead is down on 2 minutes. A lot of chopping and changing back behind us. Cookie is catching Chris Smiley. Not massively, but he is catching. Which does both well if we can get our act together, because I reckon we can catch Cook. If he's catching the ones ahead, That is always good. BMWs have disappeared off into the distance as was slightly expected. Somehow Nick Hamilton hasn't been overtaken by anyone other than Beavers yet, so that over-aggressive defence turn works. I don't know what to do here. I'm just quick enough. It's plain and simple, really. There's nothing really more to it than that, other than the fact that I'm doing more good things. I do seem to be queuing up a little bit at the front of the field. Definitely still see the white flashes of BMW up there, but there's a few dark patches in between them that aren't a racetrack. There's definitely other cars, so it does appear that the race is still on. And I believe we still have a Napa Ford in the league. Yes, we do. Can't tell you which one. I'm going to assume it's Rovo. That could be wrong, but it's definitely not Sutton. We overtook them on that one, and I have not seen them since. Probably on account of all that damage from the Axel's crew, but that is not how to do noble. That is a lovely touch of grass for no apparent reason. I'm taking a defensive line around the right handers. Again, no apparent reason from the fact that I ran out of time. Up towards Church again. But with this car and this setup, it's scary no matter what I do. That is definitely scary, and it's ideal. But here we go, we're entering the Carnage situation. I think a lead pairing have broken off, but the rest of them have got into a massive scrap. They're 3 wide going into clutch chicane. Hamilton managed to gain a position on Moffat. Is that? Yep. It is Aidan Moffat in number 16. You've stolen my number, and now I'm looking at stealing your position. Cookie's going to the outside. What's going to happen here? 1 lap to go, and Moffat has just brake checked us. Massively going through our lot. That is really ruined our chances here. Going to have to make an aggressive move now. That is very aggressive. Oh my word. I've forced it way out wide. Halstead's come through with us. What a lad. So's Dexter Patterson. I've got to say Moffat deserves that brake checking us. I'm off on the grass. I'm going for a ride. Oh my word, please come back. Please come back. That is karma. Instant karma. That's not even close. Oh, I've hit. Who's that? Tom Chilton? My word, that race has just gone from okay to atrocious within half a second of me talking rubbish about Aidan Moffat's AI driving. And now I'm back behind the shed. And I don't think I'm going to be able to overtake him because I've been atrocious in the race so far this race. But I have got a nice run out there, and I'm a bit of a nice slipstream too. So we might have to make a little bit of an aggressive dive to the inside. Here we go. Late the brakes. That's not really how to do it, but I'll take it. So we are going to finish in the points, but that is a very disappointing finish for us there. What an atrocious race. Yeah, I mean, it was absolute. What are they doing? Okay then. Yeah, well, it was all right at times. We definitely struggled when we weren't concentrating on battling people, and even if we were battling people, there were definitely a lot of mistakes that we made. Obviously Aidan Moffat probably got in our heads a bit there because there was no need for us to mess it up that badly. I shouldn't have go to the outside there, that was a mistake. Our teammate caused us a bit of trouble. If they hadn't fought us so much, if Cookie hadn't have fought us tooth and nail when we first encountered them, probably could have got away, and then there's no real telling how quickly we would have caught that pack in front. But yeah, overall that was pretty good driving by me. But hey, that's nice. It is carnage, and you know, the 2 slow chicanes on what otherwise is an extreme high-speed circuit is makes for a lot of fun. And I'd go as far as to say there is not a single straight line braking zone on this entire track, which obviously adds to the excitement value. And this is very dodgy pit lane entry. But in the pit garages that are too small for cars to actually occupy, and the pit garages that extend beyond the garages because there's not enough garages. While they all go over there, I'm going to visit. Oh, I can't even get into part further. I'm getting to assembly area there. So this is where it is. And you've got the lovely model because this is an official R-Factor True Track, so you can see all the places how it would be. This is where assembly area is to the right of this fence. Oh, actually, no. This is part further. Anyway. What a racetrack. It is beautiful. That was a poor example of how to drive it. Please do not take it as a track guide, because you'll end up in a wall. Thank you very much for watching, if you made it this far. Bringing back the old outro there, and I'll see you all later.